Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video I want to talk about how to become an immortal Dota 2 player. I was ranking up, like I was playing Dota 1 like 9 years ago or something. Then after that I gave up for a long time. Then I started Dota 2 last year. Last year, 8 months August, I learned the basics, and I was playing only unranked until the December. Then I started to play ranked. Then I became a crusader. Then I asked myself, okay, the game seems really tough, like most competitive game. There are a lot of millions of players are playing that game. It's very competitive, and if you want to be immortal, you have to know some of the stuff. I learned it from immortal players. Because I was finding out, okay, what makes the difference between the low rank player and the immortal players. And as I learned from immortal players, I have seen my performance improve in the game. I started to win game more. Actually, that is the one actually helped me develop from Guardian to Crusader, because from Herald to Guardian, it's not that much hard, because you will eventually get it just playing even like worse. You will eventually get to that point. But after Guardian, if you want to go to upper levels, it requires some skill and some knowledge about the game, so you can develop the ranks faster. These are the 20 things I learned from immortal players. Basically, even in YouTube and Reddit, all the stuff, I have seen what actually got them, like what actually made them to become an immortal player. The first thing they do is they study the game more than they play. Like actually, as equal to playing the game, they study the game also. How do they study the game? They watch pros replays. Like let's say you're playing Wraith King, and Dota Buff is a great website for that. If you click Wraith King, let's say you're playing Wraith King, and if you click Wraith King, there's a guide. If you click guides, here you can see what is the top guide, and here a bunch of pro players. These are immortal players, and you can view the match. You can view this match, and this ID, if you copy this ID and paste it on your Dota 2, you're going to actually see the replay. You can see the replay, how do they play the games. This is very high skill players playing these games. And you can see their item timings, how do they farm, how do they make their decisions, and all the stuff. It's all available in Dota Buff, and it's free. This is this is a great website to learn about, like to get replays from the pro players. And the second thing is study and understand. The first thing is study and understand the game. Second thing is watch replays of pro players. And third one is learning from the pro players. You can learn the item timings and understand the timings. And learn some broken heroes. The broken heroes, basically you can see the win rate by win rate also. If you look at the heroes, win rate. Now the most broken hero right now is Wraith King. He has win rate of 55.10%. And the second one is Underlord. The third one is Ogre Magi. Fourth one is Nyx Assassin, and fifth one is Ricky. So you can see the list. Like if you are a support player, you can learn Ogre Magi. If you are offlane player, you can play Underlord. If you are safe lane player, you can learn to play Wraith King. And if you're a mid player, you can learn to play Klings. Those kind of things actually help you to, like, first, when you try first, you're going to fail a lot. The best thing you can do is, until you get the win rate high, you can play unranked until you get your win rate high. Then you can go for the ranked. Then also another thing you can do is play on a Smurf account. Let's say your rank is Archon or something, and you want to go above, and you want to play rank as well. If you want to do that, it's better to have another account that actually help you to play rank as well. So what you can do is you can play rank in the ranked environment and also develop yourself and then play in this one once you developed, so that's way better than just messing up your one account just by trying new things. Another thing is being obsessed with the game. If you look at the pro players, like any areas, not only the game, anything you wanna do, basically if you're obsessed with the thing, it's become easier. That thing. And also another thing I noticed, this is the seventh thing, my friends, I also learned from like if you play a bunch of games, you're not gonna be good at this game. You have to only play one game. Like if you want to be an Immortal player in Dota 2, it's better to play just Dota 2 than bunch of games at the same time, because if you just play Dota 2, you're gonna improve a lot. If you play a bunch of games, there's no way you're gonna get better at this game, That's the thing. And then play if you to get Crusader to Archon, you don't have to do much games, but if you want to be Immortal, you have to at least play 4 or 5 or more games in a day. That's the thing. And also getting good means, the ninth thing is getting good means changing yourself, changing every day, looking at what you can learn. Each day it's improvement. That's another thing. And also teaching is the best way to learn. See whether you can teach something that you learned. Like let's say you learned something new, see whether you can teach that thing. If you can teach that, it means you learned well. It's from Albert Einstein quote. If you cannot explain something if you cannot explain something, it means you didn't understand it. And the next thing is every second counts in the game. From the minute start, like even before the time hits 0, it all counts in Dota 2. Like even before it hero, you can ward, you can position yourself to get the runes and stuff. So every second counts. And also if you want to improve MMR, you have to find high MMR friends. Let's say you are in Crusader and you are hanging out with friends who are Heralds. You're gonna most probably lose the game, because even without your knowledge, you're gonna get their mindset. That's the thing. And the next thing is collaborate with people who lift you up. I know like a lot of if you have friends who are just putting you down, that you are a noob and all this stuff, you have to avoid those friends, because it's not going to help you to have a positive mindset and you're not going to improve. That's the thing. And that 14th thing is stop playing after a loss. If you're having a loss, like it doesn't mean just one loss. Like let's say if you're having continuous 2 loss, just stop playing anymore, because if you are having 2 losses, most probably you're gonna lose even more. I have seen through my experiences as well. Like once you're having 2 lose streak, it's better to play a normal game instead of ranked game, because most probably you're gonna lose the next games as well. The next thing is master certain heroes. I have seen like if you go mid with certain heroes, the probability of winning is really high. Like for example, nowadays I'm seeing Alchemist. If Alchemist come to mid, I am sure by 90% of the time the game is gonna be win for us. If the Alchemist in our side, or if the Alchemist in the enemy side, I'm sure they're gonna win most of the time, because he farms really fast and he destroys the enemy team, like whoever enemy team is. He destroys enemy team so easily because he gets the farm faster than any hero in the game. So mastering certain heroes actually blow your, like you can individually win games by mastering certain heroes like Alchemist, Lycan. Now this patch the Lycan is buffed up. Now currently when I'm making video, it's 7.28. The Lycan is buffed up. The win rate increased by 8.0%. Is more than any other hero. He can farm as fast as Alchemist. So now Lycan is also a broken hero. And some of the heroes I noticed, like the pro players, if you see Smurfs in the game, most probably they abuse these kind of heroes like Shadowfiend, Morphling, Invoker, those kind of heroes. Also Zeus is also good. And if you master those kind of heroes, you can individually win games. You don't have to depend on anybody else. That's another thing. And the another thing, 18th thing I learned is KDA. Watching your KDA, I watched one of the Miracle games. How he's very careful about every movement he makes. He take very less risks. Why does he take very less risks? Because he wants the higher KDA. How do you count the KDA? KDA is basically kills plus assist divided by death. If you keep your death 0, it means your kill plus assist divided by death is actually infinity. You have the highest one. So focus on getting the 0 death. Even if you can't get it, like at least try to maintain around 6 KDA, like kill plus assist divided by death. If you keep around 6 in, you are actually equal to Miracle. Miracle actually maintain at least 6 in every game. So that actually matters. And the 19th thing is, even if you are support and if you can hit certain item timings faster, it's going to affect your game greatly. I have seen most of the support that just buy wards and they don't get any items. What happens is they actually be weak in the game and end up feeding to the enemy team. That's really bad. Even if you're support, try to get items on the time, and those kind of things actually help your whole team, because you are also stronger. Even if they are trying to kill you, you are strong, so they are having hard time to kill you. Those kind of things. Now I play this hero. What's a bounty hunter? I play as a support hero. I found highest win rate in that hero. The reason is I watched one of the videos. Somebody explained that if play bounty hunter, play as a tank, buy the item that is very tanky, and don't even buy Aethelens, just buy tanky items and go to enemy like when you fight, just tank and get all the damage that enemy team putting. So you are as a support getting all the damage and your team can kill those enemy heroes. And I just follow that. It actually improved my win rate drastically. I have seen if you as an enemy team, like they probably target the supports first. So they cast all the spells, and if you have the tanky item, let's say I'm being a bounty hunter, I buy the Pipe of Insight and also buy some tanky items. So when they cast all the magical damage and stuff, it's all wasted on me. So they wasted the powers on me. So they don't have the powers to cast on my carries. They actually end up losing that fight, And speeding up the item timings. How can you speed up? It's basically you can watch your previous game with the same hero, and you can see at what time you are ending this item. And you can, let's say you are buying an item in 9 minutes. How can you speed it? How you have to see how can you buy this item in 8 minutes, by speeding up, by trying to buy item just 1 minute less than you did before. It's actually going to improve each game. That's all I want to speak in this video. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in my next video.